Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Happy Monday. Motivation Monday is here, and today for the Motivation Monday, I'm going to be cleaning and organizing the playroom that actually is now converted into Maya's bedroom, but used to be the playroom. So I cleaned it, organized it, and kind of just got everything situated. So I will take you guys along with me. Let's go. So before I actually started tackling this, the part that you guys don't see is I'm standing in front of the door for probably a good 2 minutes trying to figure out where to start. I let the playroom get a little out of hand and it was a complete disaster. So I had to kind of come up with a game plan on what I wanted to do, how I wanted to kind of clean everything up. I wanted to clean first before I started organizing anything. So I just wanted to pick up everything off of the floor, and it turned out to be a huge project. I didn't realize how much was actually out and in the way. You can see me a couple times in this video kind of just standing around, looking around, trying to figure out what part to do next.
What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love?
Maya really likes to do arts and crafts, and I know this probably makes me a bad mom, but I do not keep every single one of her art projects. So I go through all of the loose papers that are everywhere and the different drawings and things like that and pick out what I think are the best ones or ones that I really want to keep, and I keep those in a bin upstairs. Otherwise, I throw a good majority of it out in the recycle, of course, but that way it doesn't clutter up all of her art area. And she really does probably 20 to 30 pages a day of just drawing and coloring. She's very much my artist.
What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done, what do we do to love? 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 When everything's said and done, what do we do to love?
My lazy mom tip is that I sit on the floor when I'm cleaning and sort of just crawl around. It just makes it easier for me to not be bending over, up and down, over and over again. It just is something that I've always done. It makes my life a little bit easier. It probably is a little bit more lazy, but it makes my job easier. It's like magic. You can almost see the floor. Another thing that I find easier when I'm cleaning is I watch some of my favorite YouTubers on my phone just to be able to have some sound and noise in the background, but I don't always just sit and watch them. I mainly just listen to it, but it probably does make for a longer process because I do stop sometimes and watch the videos versus just listening to them. Oops. Look at this super cute picture I found of the girls at Easter last year. Since it was winter where we are, we had that climbing tower in the house, but now we're going to be putting it outside. And shaking the rug out outside just made my life so much easier. And it was covered in crumbs and dirt and all sorts of little particles, so it felt so good to shake it out.
What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? When everything's said and done.
So as I said in the beginning, we actually converted this into Maya's room. It's still technically the playroom. It will still have most of the toys, but it now has her bed in it. And that was just because her and Araya were sharing a room, and Although Araya sleeps really well, she does wake up a couple times during the night just trying to play in her crib. She doesn't cry, she doesn't want to get out, she just wants to sit and play in her crib. And she was waking up Maya by yelling her name and trying to get her attention. So we just thought it would be easier for both girls if they had separate rooms for right now. I'm hoping when they get a little bit older, they can share a room. They can get bunk beds and sort of have a room that they can share. But as for right now, we're just sticking with the separate rooms. So we've converted this into Maya's room with her bed. And then I've taken some of the one of the shelves and some of the toys and put it in what is now just Araya's room, as well as those mats that you saw me cleaning off a few minutes ago. So I put those in her room as well. There will be a part 2 to this video that will be me cleaning Araya's room, organizing that and getting that all situated, since this was sort of part 1, getting Maya's room all organized.
I belong to you. I belong to you. Do just what you want. You're the one I trust. And I always be around when I need some loving, baby.
I was just going through and sorting her desk drawers with coloring books and just organizing it based on like category. So I had coloring books, notebooks, I had a drawer for stickers and stamps, and then a couple more drawers full of coloring books. She has a lot of coloring books and a lot of notebooks because she really likes to make her own journals. So I think 2, if not 3 of those drawers are just notebooks that are either all the way full or somewhat full of her writings and drawings.
Take me to your heart. I belong to you. Take me to your soul.
I'm telling you, I find stickers everywhere and they drive me insane. If anybody has a better way of getting stickers off, please comment below and let me know, because I really did struggle with this. So since Maya's bed is going up against the wall by the window, I moved her desk over to the other corner and just sort of organized it so that it looked the best.
Do just what you want. You're the one I trust.
So I'm just cleaning off her walking toys first because they were super sticky and gross, and I plan on selling them at the Just Between Friends sale in April. So I figured I would clean them and then just store them until then, since she doesn't use them anymore, since she is now walking and running. So this shelf here is the shelf that I actually put in Araya's room. It's got a good majority of her toys in it. And so I was just organizing those toys, putting them into piles of things I wanted to get rid of, things I wanted to sell, and all of that, and things I wanted to keep that were going to go into her room. I also got these storage bins at the dollar store. I just think that they make everything look prettier because the other ones are a little bit old and dingy. And as you can probably tell, my outfit is different. It is the next day. That is just real life. We got busy after I did part of the room. I went and got the kids. We played, we went outside, and we just did other things. I like to be present when they're home just because I don't get all of my time with them. And so I do a good majority of my organizing and cleaning when they are at school. So this is the next day. I am wearing something different. It did take a couple days to do just to make sure that I organized and cleaned everything like I wanted. And I was able to actually go through their toys and get rid of the things that they weren't using anymore.
I've never really been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
And this is her bucket of paper that she uses for all of her crafts, and pretty much everything just gets shoved in there. So I was just sorting through paper that was salvageable, that is regular size, or even just half pieces that she could still use, and then things that were going to go into the recycle. But it looks much better now. I don't know how long it will last, but she definitely likes to kind of just shove everything in this bucket, all of her art projects she's done, all of her drawings, and different things like that. I'm trying to come up with a place to display them that she can actually hang them up, so stay tuned for that.
To be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free. that's my choice. What I need to be free. Still thinking how real love should feel when I know that it's not about you, just me. Cause I was made to be free.
The entire time I tried to move any shelf this day, all of the toys kept falling out. It was definitely a battle with myself.
Cause I was made to be free.
This shelf is the one that has all Araya's toys on it, and that is going in her room, just so that it gives a little bit more room in Maya's room as well for her bed. So this is the project that I was looking forward to the least in this whole room, is going through their stuffed animals. They have so many stuffed animals. As you can obviously see, they have 2 big totes full of them. So I sorted through them on the ones that I wanted to donate, the ones that I wanted to keep, and the ones that I wanted to separate. So I did 2 different piles, one that was going to go in Araya's room and one that was going to go in Maya's room. I initially thought that little tiny pink bin was going to be enough for the toys in Araya's room, and I was clearly mistaken very quickly. So instead I put all of the stuffed animals that were going to go into Araya's room into that owl laundry basket, is really what it is. And then the stuffed animals that were going to stay in Maya's room are going in that big pink tote that you see me pulling stuff out of right now. So I separated them into both rooms to kind of make it seem and look like they don't have as many, because there is so many stuffed animals. But I also got rid of quite a few, which I was pretty proud of myself for. So when we first unpacked everything and got everything in our house and we set up this playroom, I put all of the toys that Araya was too small for up in this little nook area. So the Legos were up there, any of the games with really small pieces. And then that way she could play in the playroom without direct adult supervision every single second, and I wasn't afraid of her choking on anything. I could run to the bathroom and I felt that she was safe in the playroom. So I put everything that was too small for her up there. Now I'm kind of reorganizing it a little bit and putting everything that was too small for her in the closet that you can see on my right. And then I just put all of Maya's games up there in that nook. She has a ton of board games. We play a lot of board games. And so a little storage area for that made it look a little bit prettier. When I opened this closet, I also didn't realize that there was already stuff in there. So we have quite a whole tote and a few boxes of unopened toys from Maya's birthdays over the last few years. that she just hasn't used yet. Some were a little bit too old for her, but then also some we just didn't use right before we left. We moved a couple months after her birthday. So I completely forgot that most of that was in there. So we're gonna start pulling it out and utilizing it.
Been thinking about myself and myself only. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from, was asking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free.
I knew I needed to put those mats down, but I wanted to see what it looked like having the dollhouse and the shelf there before I put the mats down. I ended up having to move her dollhouse to the other side of the playroom once we got her bed in there because it just didn't work out. It just didn't give her much room to get in and out of bed and to open the drawers that are connected underneath her bed. So we ended up moving it over to the other side, pretty much back to where it was before, but I liked it over there where you see me putting it at the end of this video. It just didn't fit with her bed.
To be free, still thinking how real love should feel when I know that it's not about you.
So this small section here where you see the wood, that is where her bed is going to go, and it ended up fitting perfect in there, so I was very happy. I also stored the extra mats in that same storage room that I put the extra toys in.
'Cause I was made to be free.
My camera died shortly after this, so I didn't realize that it wasn't recording, but after this I just vacuumed like you do see, and then I mopped the whole floor, I mopped the mats, I mopped the hardwood, and all of the whole room, just kind of getting it all nice and clean and ready for Maya to make her room. All right, well, that will conclude the video for Motivation Monday today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some motivation to get you through the week, maybe organize or clean something specific in your house, and look forward to part 2 where I do the other girls' room and show you how I clean and organize that. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
What do we do to love when everything's said and done? What do we do to love? What do we do to love? What do